Konnichiwa Gran, Krosky-kun. Today we have the dispatch experience, and my goal with these experience videos is to go over the plot briefly while just adding my own commentary and showing funny moments. This is actually the first time in my life I get to play a Telltale game when it comes out weekly and also with no spoilers on how the game ends, so I've been having a lot of fun pretty far. I was gonna release all the episodes at once, but then I decided to split them in half so I didn't have to comb through 8 hours worth of footage for a couple of funny moments. And when the last episode comes out, I'll start working on part 2, and if you like longer versions of videos, if those two videos do well, I'll just combine them together and release a complete experience. If you can, please leave a comment telling me what you liked and what you didn't like so I know what to improve on. Thanks and fuck you. We start on the floor having a conversation with our therapist, who turns out just to be a level 1 thug. We ask him where Stroud is, only for him to tell me,
"I'm not telling you shit, you fucking loser!"
So I took a play out of Michael Jackson's playbook to get answers. I hang him over the balcony. He tells us that Shroud's at a mill, so I decide to pull him back up and not kill him.
I guess what I'm saying is, I'm really glad I kidnapped you tonight.
We suit up in our mecha suit to go kill Shroud. Once at the mill, Robert shows us you don't even need money to be Batman.
Hi, Batman.
Oh, shit. He's here!
Robert takes the tablet and hacks into the mainframe, just like my OC from the Louvre heist. When we get to Shroud, it turns out to be our therapist, and this must be some sort of revenge for not paying for our last session. So I do the only reasonable thing, and I crush him with our mech. It leaves him in a crater just like Yamcha. That must have turned him on because he takes off all his clothes and shows us his dick.
Cool dick.
The fight scenes in this game are really good, and I wish we got more than one per episode. We get jumped and then we get stuck in the blob from Goosebumps. We get hooked up to a chain and then we get that Sinister 6 treatment on top of the raft. Shroud wants the Astral Pulse, which are like the keys to the mech, and we're not willing to give it to him, so we blast away. As we're flying home, somehow through the bubble that we were in, somebody planted a bomb on our back.
It was just over 4 months ago that images like this were recorded across the Southland. Videos flooded social media and our newsroom, showing what many thought.
After the explosion, we go into a coma for 4 months, and when we wake up, we decide to hold a press conference.
Chris Stratton, Torrance Tribune. Does this mean you're retiring as Mecha Man? Word on the street is, you're donezo.
We tell them we're never gonna retire because Nick E30 told me to never back down and never give up. This old dude treats me like I'm Little Dirk and asks why I haven't slid for dad yet. I refuse to end up like Dirk in real life, so I restrain myself from attacking him.
I think he'd be proud, because I'm alive. Which, as you so sensitively pointed out, he isn't. I think he knows that I sacrificed everything and that I did my best.
Outside, while watching the news on myself, these Care Bears come up and start stealing TVs. I remember that I'm a hero, and no matter how broken, battered, or bruised I am, I must fight. So I put on my mask and I challenge them to a duel, where I get the absolute shit beat out of me. I didn't know there was a multiverse in this game because Mercy from Overwatch comes down and saves me. Mercy takes us to the bar with the hopes of getting us drunk, and I usually thought that was the other way around.
Present you with a proposition.
A proposition?
When she offered us that proposition, I didn't know what to do. So I remembered the last Best Wrist Tips video I watched on TikTok, and there's this thing that dolphins do when they want to mate, so I tried it.
That's actually...
This dude across the bar kept calling me a bitch, and it turns out I've arrested him before, and his name is like Flammable or something. But he said he couldn't burn, so I threw alcohol on him to find out. Mercy comes outside with drinks, and we're just posted up on the wall like Ryan Gosling in Drive. She flies us all the way to Hollywood, so maybe spitting in her face must have actually worked. Maybe I should try that out next time. She starts caressing our face, and I see an opportunity, so I take it. She throws us these glasses, which look like they're in some movie I've watched recently, but I just can't remember the name. When you put the glasses on, we work a virtual job for this company called SDN. We work an entire shift without getting paid and nothing in return. We go to our new job where we meet my favorite character in the game so far, Waterboy. I help him tie his tie with the tutorial from Jason Tatum. It turns out that Flammable actually works here too. Mercy pulls us in a room and tells us to take off our clothes. I don't like the way Mercy treats me, One moment she doesn't want to kiss me, then the next she's telling me to take my clothes off. Jeez, lady. Robert was actually a late bloomer and he already has powers. It turns out his powers is to make people invisible, and we accidentally made this Asian chick invisible. Mercy gives us a tour of the office where we meet Galen from Canada and the dude from Moana. We go to the record room to meet with Robert's uncle. Oh shit, he's black. I can finally start saying the N-word this video. We're coaching the Z team, which is part of the Phoenix program. The point of the Phoenix program was to turn bad people into good people, and I thought that was the point of prison, but whatever. We get introduced to our Z fighters, which consist of Sonar, Flammable, Invisibitch, Coop, Punch Up, Carlac from Baldur's Gate 3, Golem, and Prism. We also see all the crimes they committed as well. At the start of our first shift, our uncle decides to give us his best Samuel L. Jackson impression from Pulp Fiction.
Shut the fuck up. Let me remind you, these calls are fucking recorded for training fucking purposes. So keep the fucking line clear before we send your stupid fucking asses back to whatever fucking cell we pulled your stupid fucking asses out of.
Towards the end of our first shift, someone breaks into Granny's Donuts and Invisibitch volunteers to go check it out. Once there, she asks me what my favorite donut is, and I tell her jelly-filled donuts.
If you pack enough jelly in it.
So you're into squirters. You like that gush in your throat? Cool. Okay, say less.
Yep, you got me. I love gobbling on hot, sloppy donuts. Love them from my mouth to my butt. How's it going?
It turns out that the robber is still in the store, and he looks like a black metal version of Mega Man. Evil Mega Man and Invisibitch start fighting, and I play support just by hacking shit. Granny wakes up, and I didn't know he was with the shit like that because he picks up the blaster and aims it at the both of them immediately. I tell Invisibitch to take down the thief first because I think Granny will trust her more, but I guess it's fuck me because Invisibitch literally says, "Fuck you, I'm not listening to you anymore." Evil Mega Man ends up blasting the both of them and he gets away.
Really wasn't expecting to see that. Kind of caked up.
When Invisibitch comes back, I press her immediately about not following my directions and she punches me in the face. Oh my god, she's so hot. Sonar asks if he can have my Twinks, and that's gonna be the last mistake he ever makes.
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
Invisibitch brought us back a jelly-filled donut, but then decided to smash it against our keyboard and make Waterboy clean it up. It's the thought that counts though, right? As we're leaving the office, Mercy tells us that she's happy that we came here, and we tell her that it's exactly what we needed. It turns out that she's actually dating the Superman of this universe, and that we've been macking on his bitch this entire time. Superman offers to fly us to Japan for sushi dinner, but Mercy doesn't want us to go, and I'm not ready to die yet, so I don't go.
Are you ready to go? Who is this? I thought I'd cataloged all of your work companions.
Robert, this is my boyfriend, and I'm a man.
Why are you so small?
Maui from Moana is helping us move our mech out of our apartment, but then he insults our interior designing skills of our crib by saying it looks like a serial killer's apartment.
The detective kicked the door in, you know? Shine the flashlight, serial killer shit.
We move our mech to the lab to begin rebuilding it, and Maui hints that our dad is a complete dumbass and there's no way he could have ever built the Astral Pulse.
You see, there's gearheads, then there's science nerds. One kind garage, the other kind lab, you know. Your father was good gearhead, but I just can't see how he'll make something like the Pulse. You know, science nerd.
Muwaga from Overwatch ends up dropping one of my favorite lines in the game so far.
That one, over there, that's your father's suit. We gonna make this one a Robert suit.
I honestly can't wait for the Robert suit. We decide to move our dog into the office, and the only person we trust to take care of him is Unk.
My name's Beef and I'm naked.
Mercy takes us to her office where she tells us she broke up with Superman.
It's why I didn't want you to come. Phenomenon and I broke up.
She also tells us that we're gonna have to cut one of our Z fighters.
I'm going to cut someone from the Z team.
Sonar's first on the chopping block. He doesn't really do much, plus he took my Twinks, or maybe even Carlac from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't really even know anything about her yet. Our shift goes like shit and everybody keeps fucking with each other and we're not able to get anything done, so I hold an emergency meeting. When Golem comes in, Golem bumps into me and I can't look weak around all my bitches, so I throw a chair at him. Side note, but Golem's actually voiced by Young Gravy, which was one of the first artists I found by myself alongside Ugly God. Robert gives a speech that will honestly go down in time as one of the greatest superhero speeches in the game Dispatch given by a dude named Robert of all time. After the meeting, everybody actually starts putting in work and we're able to get shit done and we have a pretty good shift. We see that Invisibitch is AWOL, and so we go to see what she's doing, and she's smoking a cigarette on the playground. She says that the stars say that she's meant to be evil, and I tell her that the stars are made up of nothing but rocks, gas, and alien cum. One of those isn't a way to describe weed. I'll let you figure out which one that is. Evil Mega Man is robbing a jewelry store, and we're able to convince Invisibitch that she should just go out with a bang and try to bring him in this time. She's actually able to defeat him this time, and when she brings him in, all the Z fighters cheer her on.
Good job.
Mercy tells us that we accidentally told the entire station that stars are made out of weed and alien cum.
This one keeps the comm line one-on-one. This one connects to the whole team. And this one goes out to the entire branch.
Invisigirl, no longer Invisibitch, is bumped out of the bottom two. The two people in the bottom two are Coop and Sonar, which makes this a really tough decision on who we're gonna cut. But like I already said, Sonar made his last mistake when he asked for our twinks, and he must pay. Episode 4 is about to start, and if you've seen it, you know it starts off with some pretty PG-13 stuff. So if you're playing this on a TV in your living room, or you're watching this on your phone out loud in public, I would suggest that you skip to the timestamp on screen.
He watching porn! He watching porn, y'all! That nigga is watching porn!
Is it weird if I say that was my favorite part of the video to edit? We're using our new mech with the brand new Astral Pulse, and to test its full power, we decided to shadow box and turn into real steel. The Astral Pulse just isn't ready for the amount of aura we have, and it short circuits and catches on fire. Invisigirl looks us up and down, which I hate that they showed us her wet dream, because instead of her just being weird and not knowing why, she's just being weird and we know she wants to fuck us.
Do you ever jerk off in this thing?
You low, Vizzy.
All the time, actually.
Bro.
I like to bust after every big bust, you know, and I was pretty successful, so you can imagine.
Mercy's trying on a dress and her nipple is showing, so being the gentleman that I am, I tell her. Superman is laying on one of the cars in the parking lot, and Mercy asks us to give him a pep talk to raise his morale since it worked with our Z fighters.
Hey, Phenomenon. How you doing, bud?
I talk to Superman and try to cheer him up, but it seems like only the truth will set him free. So I tell him that I kissed Mercy. I'm not gonna lie, at this moment in the game, I thought he was gonna become the #1 villain and absolutely destroy us. But he kisses us instead, which I think I like more. When he stood up, it shot shards of glass into our chest, which as every poor superhero, we go to our closest public bathroom to remove them in the sink. Invisigirl is there and is straight up honest and says she had a dream where we fuck. I ask her if it's the one where I had a big dick, cause I have that one too. Waterboy absolutely let shit fly out of his ass.
And you chose to be here.
Oh, sorry. I tried not to do that.
We work our first shift down one person and it goes absolutely terrible. We're spread way too thin. And everyone on the team agrees and says that we need one more person. Flammable begins to harass Waterboy, which I absolutely will not stand for. Flammable threw his noodles at Waterboy, so I decided to throw spaghetti at Flammable. Mercy walks in and she says that we only have 2 options to add to our Z fighters. Either Phenomenon or Waterboy. I chose Waterboy simply based off of the fact that I like him as a character better. We go to take a shower and Waterboy's already in the shower trying to get the noodles off of him, but he's using the noodles to clog the drain. We work our first shift after getting Waterboy on the team, and it actually goes really great, and I reached the max dispatcher level, which I don't know if the max level is just dispatcher or not. After our shift is over, we walk around and play with B for a little, and then we find Waterboy in the closet. He's not gay, I just mean he was in the supply closet. We give him a pep talk and tell him that his stutter only comes from his lack of confidence, and if he already knows that everybody's gonna say he sucks and he's ass, he might as well not be worried about what he does. When we head back to our desk, we see that Invisigirl is AWOL again, and she's at the movies this time. She starts talking about the movie that she's watching, but then Blonde Blazer texts us and asks if we can have dinner. We have the choice between going to dinner with Blonde Blazer or going to a movie with Invisigirl.
I pick Clark.
I chose Invisigirl in a heartbeat. There wasn't a second thought. Blonde Blazer is never an option. We pull up to the movie theater with snacks for Invisigirl and ourselves. She says she isn't gonna fuck us because we bought her a bucket of corn.
I'm not gonna fuck you just because you bought me a bucket of corn.
But I'm playing the long game, and I'm gonna get that ass before episode 7. Thanks for watching to the end. I don't even know how you did it, but hey, here's a cookie. But you only get the cookie if you like the video. Have a nice time, and remember, I love you.